In today's news, new bill to modernize tourist board governance. FRASER calls for investments to boost tourism. What's stalling BVI property growth? Honorable Smith asked. Government to launch new online ED card system. FLAX-CHARLES responds to alleged online threat. MOURANT HLSCC College Classic kicked off. Heat index to top 103 degrees Fahrenheit within the Virgin Islands. We have the details of this and so much more when 284 News returns.
At Partners for Kids, your child's health and happiness are at the heart of everything we do. We've been the trusted medical home for children and adolescents up to 18 years old. And now, we are excited to welcome a new member to our family of healthcare professionals. Introducing Dr. Aisha Maxwell, our new family practitioner. Dr. Maxwell brings a wealth of experience and deep passion for pediatric and adult care, ready to join our team in providing first-rate health services to your family. At Partners for Kids, we believe in a collaborative approach to healthcare. With partners in occupational therapy and clinical psychology, Partners for Kids, where caring is just the beginning. Visit us at Road Reef Plaza, Tortola, open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call us at 284-444-5437 or reach out at info@partnersforkids.com to learn more.
Just give me my service. Yeah. Just give me my service.
Just give me my service.
Make the switch to CCT and get connected today. Unlimited talk, text, and data. Visit any CCT store or call us at 444-4444. CCT, Life Unlimited.
That's just not cricket.
No sweat, you're with CG. Remember my street dance battle against Seamus O'Leapsy? I went on to win the title of Miss Irish-ish, set to perform at nursing homes around the world. Then this happened. Seamus on you, Seamus. Anyway, I was covered. Let's bounce.
Comprehensive motor cover for damage and more. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of 284 News. It is Tuesday, September 24th, 2024. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the very latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. A happy Tuesday's wish to each and every one of you. Thank you all so much for joining us. Beginning our newscast on the local scene, the Tourist Board Amendment Bill was recently laid in the House of Assembly of the Virgin Islands. It is among a slew of bills that was introduced ahead of the most recent COI deadline designed to strengthen governance of statutory boards. Among other provisions, the proposed law outlines procedures for appointing and removing statutory board members. Additionally, it would require boards to follow financial governance guidelines when maintaining accounts and records.
This bill is part of a broader effort to align the governance of statutory boards with modern governance principles and the recommendations arising from the Commission of Inquiry. The proposed amendments to the Tourist Board follow the same template addressing governance issues critical to the effective functioning of the board. Much like the amendments for other statutory bodies, including the National Parks Trust, BVI Ports Authority, the H. Lavity Stoutt Community College, and the BVI Health Services Authority. This series of amendments builds on our commitment to the reform of statutory boards under the Governance Reform Action Plan, particularly targeting the recommendations outlined under Phase 1, which include provisions to enhance performance, governance, and accountability across our statutory bodies. Specifically, Recommendation B26 of the COI report is being addressed through these amendments.
The bill includes several new mechanisms aimed at achieving modern governance principles, including increased diversity and guaranteed seats for representatives from the sister islands.
The bill will introduce several key provisions in line with the overarching reform goals, including board self-evaluation mechanisms, strengthening internal controls, introducing a complaints mechanism, formalizing meeting procedures and decision-making processes, gender-neutral language, and new codes of conduct and disclosure requirements for conflicts of interest. These governance amendments are vital to ensuring that the Tourist Board can deliver on its mandate effectively and with integrity, in keeping with our broader goals of strengthening oversight and operational transparency across all statutory boards. Madam Speaker, an additional amendment is being proposed today to Section 3.3 of the Tourist Board Ordinance. This amendment will address the composition of the board to better reflect the diversity and needs of the tourism sector. Under this provision, the 15-member board will be structured to ensure broad representation from key sectors, including hotels and villas, the marine industry, the hospitality sector, cruise tourism, heritage, culture and entertainment, and the transportation sector.
The bill also contains measures to ensure the board's alignment with financial governance and standards to, among other things, ensure the effective management of its budget from the government.
I note that the Tourist Board's budget submission to government reflect our commitment to responsible and efficient financial management. The planning framework outlined in their budget currently defines the outcomes and key activities that will be achieved in any given year and therefore will benefit from the new provision of the financial governance policy, which will help ensure that resources are allocated effectively and that the board operates in a manner that maximizes the benefits to our economy. Madam Speaker, I believe these amendments are not only necessary, but will significantly enhance the governance structure of the Tourist Board.
Premier of the Virgin Islands, Wheatley, believes this amendment to the legislation will allow the board to contribute more effectively to the sustainable development of the tourism sector, ultimately benefiting Virgin Islanders. Concerns over the BVI's tourism product and the need for more holistic investments in the sector were raised by the Honorable Julian Fraser, RA, member for the 3rd District, during a recent session of the House of Assembly. While acknowledging the territory's natural assets of sand, sea, and air as appealing to visitors, Fraser questioned whether this alone constitutes a comprehensive tourism product. He highlighted the poor condition of the BVI's roads as a shared challenge for both locals as well as tourists.
And the truth of the matter is that those same roads that my constituents are complaining about are the ones that we are asking people to come to the territory to drive on. At least I hear my constituents. But who are the people who drive on those roads as tourists crying out to? I was of the view, Madam Speaker, that since the tourists use the same roads that my constituents use, I didn't have to lose sleep over it, because at least the pride and the responsibility of the Tourist Board will win over. But that doesn't seem to be the case. So I have to come here and say what I feel.
The issue, according to Fraser, extends beyond just road infrastructure, as he stressed the importance of broader beautification efforts. He noted past initiatives undertaken by the former premier that were effective in his view, despite facing criticism at the time.
Because the same catching that's pulling my wife out of the safari is pulling the tourists out of the safari too. Talking about the bush. The former premier at one time, he got criticized for doing it, but he had to. Putting in the hands of the Tourist Board capital enough to clean up the territory. And no one can dispute the fact that the territory was clean when he did that. If the premier, this current premier, is not keenly aware of what was done back then, the Tourist Board should petition him to get the funding to clean the territory up, cutting the bush.
Turning his attention to the Tourist Board, Fraser questioned the entity's mandate, emphasizing several areas in need of attention that one could expect to fall under the board's purview. Comparing the BVI's limited airlift schedule at the TV Lettsome International Airport to neighboring islands, Fraser pointed to the investments and efforts made by governments in St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and Antigua and Barbuda to encourage airlines to increase flight availability.
I would like to know exactly what it is. Madam Speaker, if I want to go to let's say I want to go to South Africa. And my flight out of Puerto Rico is 9 a.m. You know how difficult it is for me to get there, Madam Speaker, from Tortola? I have to overnight in San Juan. I'll take some other airline that may or may not come late, may or may not come that day at all. So the sure thing to do is to overnight in San Juan. There was a time not so long ago, Madam Speaker, when we had 10 flights out of Beef Island a day, in and out. That's 20. That's not the case today.
Honorable Fraser also lamented that the approach to tourism appears unintentional and in need of development for the territory to reap the benefits of the sector.
It seems to me, Madam Speaker, as if tourism is just happening in the Virgin Islands. No, not as much thanks to us as it should be. We need to do more as far as tourism is concerned, Madam Speaker. And I know that the Tourist Board, there's always a time when they, through the subvention, they never have enough money. Complain about that, they never get enough money. But when I look at what the other tourist boards and the other places are doing, this didn't just happen, what they're doing. Running rings around us for no reason.
Up next, viewers, we have much more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
There are many ways to enjoy life, like so many ways to count on Popular.
Attention Anegada residents! Attention Anegada residents! CCT is coming to you! That's right! CCT will be visiting Anegada every third Friday of the month. Need to pay your bill? Sign up for a new service? Or have a customer service concern? CCT has got you covered. No need to leave the island. CCT is here to make staying connected easier than ever. Mark your calendars for every third Friday starting this September and visit us for all your CCT service needs. For more information, call us at 444-4444 or follow us on any of our social media pages. See you soon, Anegada!
Hi, my name is Judy, VI Motors Operations Assistant, and today I'm here with Ding, one of our mechanics, and we are going to show you how you can check your engine oil level, as it's an essential part in maintaining your engine's health.
First, let's pop the hood. Here's the oil dipstick. We'll pull it out, wipe it clean with a cloth, reinsert it, and pull it out again to get an accurate oil level reading. As you can see, the oil level should be between the minimum and maximum markers on the dipstick. If it's below the minimum, it's time to add some oil. Checking your oil level is simple yet a crucial task. Make sure to do it regularly to keep your engine running smoothly. And remember, if you're not sure about your vehicle's specific oil requirements, always consult your owner's manual or a professional mechanic at VI Motors. We offer a diverse range of top quality engine oils, so visit us at Dove's Bottom or our location at Patch Point, Virgin Quarter, or call us at 494-2496 or visit us on our website at www.vimotors.com.
Welcome back, viewers, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Continuing on the matter of tourism, during a recent sitting of the House of Assembly, the Honorable Lorna Smith OBE, Deputy Premier, questioned what exactly is stopping us from getting new property developments in the BVI to strengthen the tourism product. Smith at the time made reference to other such developments within the region.
When I flew back from London last week, I picked up a Financial Times. And what is in the Financial Times weekend but 6 census in Grenada? 6 census was supposed to come to the BVI before the hurricane. They were coming to Virgin Gorda, Minister Whitley. They have not even built on a beach, so it's not sun, sand, and sea. They've built in the mountains, and they're built around a pool. So what is stopping us from implementing? What is stopping us from doing what we need to do to get new properties going in the British Virgin Islands?
The Deputy Premier also spoke on the importance of creating business plans, particularly for the BVI Tourist Board International Airport, in order to attract new developments and proposals for the airport.
My hope and my expectation is that there will be something that, Madam Speaker, would be able, if you want to call it a request for proposal for the development of the airport, can be extended, my hope, by the end of this year. Because we know that we need to extend the airport. There is no question about it. We know that we have to extend it so that flights can come directly from at least New York, Miami, they're coming already, but certainly from New York, longer haul.
Additionally, Smith bemoaned the importance of keeping the territory clean and better presented.
Madam Speaker, I talked about the cleanup that is necessary, and if it's necessary for us to use the tourist board to do it, let us do it. I have my own views, and I will just say, as I've said elsewhere, watch this space, because we have to do it, and we have to do it together. The one thing I want to say is that we have to emphasize is that we have to clean up our country together. Yes, it is the government's responsibility, but all of us own this country, and all of us must take pride in it.
The government of the Virgin Islands is taking a significant step toward modernizing its immigration management processes with the introduction of the online embarkation-disembarkation card system set to launch next month. This transformative digital initiative, a collaboration between the Department of Immigration and His Majesty's Customs, is designed to streamline entry procedures and improve the overall travel experience for both residents and visitors. The new system is scheduled to go live on October 1st, and by January 1st, 2025, it will become a mandatory requirement for all travelers entering the Virgin Islands. This shift marks the end of the traditional paper-based forms, replacing them with an efficient, user-friendly online platform. Premier and Minister responsible for Immigration and Customs, Dr. the Honorable Natalio D. Wheatley, emphasized that the online ED card represents a crucial advancement within the management of traveler information. He said the introduction of the ED card system will reinforce the Virgin Islands' reputation as a premier travel destination, adding that for both locals and tourists, this new system promises a secure, more seamless, and user-friendly experience. The move to digital platforms aligns with the government's broader goals of incorporating innovation and technology into immigration and customs services, expediting processes and times, as well as improving operational efficiency. Travelers will be able to complete their embarkation and disembarkation forms online before arriving, significantly reducing wait times at ports of entry. Up next, viewers, we have much more across the scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Life is unpredictable, and when a storm is coming, having a plan can make all the difference.
We need a plan in case of a hurricane. Everyone, let's work together on this.
This is where we go in case if we need to evacuate. This is safe away from flood zones.
I will use this room as our secure space if we have to stay here.
Don't forget to save our local contacts and also our off-island contacts.
Right, and we need to have a plan for our pets too. They can't go to shelters, so we need a safe place for them.
In case we get separated, we should have a meeting spot. How about the community center?
That's good, and we can leave a note there too.
I feel safe knowing we have a plan.
With a plan, you're not just preparing for the worst, you're taking control of the situation. A message from the Department of Disaster Management than 284 Media.
Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Pop the Balloon or Find the Connection. Let's meet our first contender, ladies. Okay, Joey, so do you have any toxic traits?
I'm very restrictive. I don't give more time. What you get is what you get. I don't like to give unlimited time. That's it.
Okay, can you tell us why you popped your balloon?
That's a little too restricted for me.
Thank you for coming. Okay, ladies, so let's meet our second contender.
Sorry, excuse me. Why did you pop a balloon? I could give you minutes, data, unlimited call, overseas call, fiber. What else you need?
My friend used to date you. You are a scam. She used to pay for everything and more. Nothing to offer.
Okay, ladies, let's welcome our last contender. You look nice. Can you tell us your name?
Thank you. My name is Christian Charles Thomas. They call me C Sweetie.
What do you have to offer these ladies?
Well, security, trust, unlimited time, and a pretty fast.
Okay, so do you have any deal breakers?
Nah, but here's my number. 444-4444. E2. Vida Ilimitada.
Okay, guys, so no pop balloons.
For a fast, reliable, and secure connection for your personal or business life, call us at 444-4444 or visit any of our CCT stores and we'll get you connected with the perfect match for you.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you so much for sticking with us. Former legislator Shireen FLAX-CHARLES has publicly addressed an alleged online threat directed to her by Mr. Alan Wheatley, a former financial secretary and 2023 political candidate under the Virgin Islands Party. The controversy arose after a WhatsApp message bearing Wheatley's name and sent to a group chat suggested actions be taken against FLAX-CHARLES. The message had a screenshot of a local news article attached of FLAX-CHARLES voicing her opinion on the push by the VIP government to have the chairman of the BVI Health Services Authority resign. In response to the message, FLAX-CHARLES issued a statement expressing her concerns over the apparent threat and assured the public that the matter has been reported to the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force for investigation.
I was able to speak with the police on the advice of an officer who had seen it and said that I needed to reach out because based on what they read, it is considered a threat. So I reported it to the police, Deputy Commissioner and an Inspector here in Vosjengorde. Both of them are aware. And I made a report to the police on the matter.
FLAX-CHARLES, a well-known advocate for her community, emphasized the close-knit nature of the BVI community and questioned the nature of the implied threat, asking whether it was related to victimization regarding her employment, business interests, or potential physical harm to her family.
There are those of us that have lobbied for decades on deaf ears, because we continue to hear it's only 9 days talk, it will go away. I've been in the room where members of the House of Assembly have uttered these very words. And it is a shame that we are at this stage. It is also a shame that persons are resorting to trying to scare people. I want to let everyone in the BVI know I am not afraid, and I will continue to speak.
Undeterred by the situation, FLAX-CHARLES reaffirmed her dedication to speaking up for her country and emphasized the importance of freedom of expression as protected under the BVI Constitution Order of 2007, Chapter 2, Section 23, and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights.
It is against the law based on the Cybercrime Amendment Act, Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Amendment Act, for these type of things to be occurring. And persons must remember this. We also have a right to good health care. It is a human right. Our Constitution also speaks to freedom of expression without interference. And so I think that to just let it slip by would be a grave mistake. My family, friends, not only here in the BVI, but internationally, regionally, are very concerned. And a lot of the calls came from outside of the territory.
Additionally, FLAX-CHARLES also made it clear that her advocacy for first-class healthcare and other fundamental rights in the territory would not be silenced, urging continued efforts to ensure that these rights are accessible to all residents.
I think that persons are trying to detract us from our position as it relates to petitioning and lobbying for better health care. We will not stop. We will protest, we will petition, we will continue to speak until healthcare in the British Virgin Islands is where it should be.
Efforts by 284 Media News to obtain a direct response from Mr. Alan Wheatley regarding the alleged threat were unsuccessful. However, Wheatley addressed the situation in various WhatsApp group chats where he dismissed the accusations. The 29th edition of the MOURANT HLSCC College Classic Race Series kicked off on Saturday, 21st September 2024 at the HLSCC Community College Paraquita Bay campus. This year's series continues the, and I quote, fun runs, where participants of all ages can enjoy a spirited run and have the chance to win a lot of prizes. The first leg of the series featured a 1-mile race for under 13 participants and a 1.8-mile race for participants 13 and older. Jermaine Ricketts claimed victory in the men's race with a time of 10 minutes and 41.96 seconds, while Katrina Lindsay took the top spot in the women's race with 11 minutes and 58.75 seconds. Lindsay has dominated the female category for the past 5 years. In the 1-mile under 13 races, Chance Williams led the boys category and Nivea Bruce secured the first place for the girls. Bruce has been a standout competitor, dominating her division for the last 2 years. The MOURANT HLSCC College Classic Race Series is also part of the Green Initiative, promoted by MOURANT, the title sponsor since 2016, encouraging eco-consciousness among participants. The college has again partnered with Blue Water to provide hydration throughout the races. The series continues with its next race in Virgin Water on Saturday, September 28, 2024 at the HLSCC Virgin Water campus. Registration begins at 6:30 a.m. and the race will start at 7 a.m. The territory is bracing for another bout of the extreme heat, with officials warning of potentially dangerous conditions lasting through Thursday. The Department of Disaster Management issued an alert Tuesday, forecasting temperatures in the low 90s and heat index values exceeding 103 degrees Fahrenheit, particularly during midday hours of 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Authorities are urging residents and visitors to take precautions against heat-related illnesses. Those at highest risk include children as well as the elderly, beachgoers, outdoor workers, and individuals with chronic health conditions. In an official quote, they said excess exposure to those conditions could lead to heat stress and heat-related illnesses, the DDM reported. The DDM also recommended several measures to combat the heat, such as stay hydrated, seek cool environments, wear loose-fitting, bright-colored clothing, find shade when outdoors, take frequent breaks if working outside, apply sunscreen. The unseasonable heat wave comes as the Caribbean region grapples with increasingly extreme weather patterns that is often attributed to climate change. And viewers, that is it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at 284media.com and on our WhatsApp channel for daily updates, as well as to like us on Facebook at 284media and 284BVI on Instagram and X, formerly Twitter. I'm Ron Grant. Have a safe and enjoyable evening. A happy Tuesday. Goodbye.